You guys, we have a book haul and book unhaul for you today. Do I have any business purchasing more books after my last video on this channel was me counting my physical TBR? No. After counting my entire physical TBR shelf, I decided anytime that I bring in new books, I'm gonna force myself to unhaul that same amount of books so that my physical TBR does not grow this year. Over on the Loranda channel, we went to the Brenham book sale day 1 and I took home 16 books. I know, that's awful. Then we did the book subscription unboxing and I opened another 11 books that were mine. We also placed a book outlet order since they have their $5.99 fiction sale back, and I ordered 6 books. That's already a total of 33 books, plus whatever I have here in this bag. Did I need to go back to the huge book sale? No. After Amanda and I went on the first day, I thought the area was so cute. I wanted to take Chris, so on the weekend, it was the last day of the sale, perfect timing. We decided to go back and I just wanted to see what they had left. The last day of the sale, they do a bag deal where it's like $10, however many books you can fit in the bag. So I obviously was like, okay, let me go see what they have. I got some books for myself. Chris picked out some books. Let's quickly show you what I got and then we will start the unhaul. I'm gonna move up a little bit closer so I can show you guys. I'm actually really excited about some of these. I found Running with Scissors. I've heard amazing things about this book. It's a gorgeous cover. I think I got this in the autobiography section. It says it's a true story of a boy whose mother gave him away to be raised by an unorthodox psychiatrist who bore striking resemblance to Santa Claus. Yeah, like I need to read that. Yeah. I also found Brain on Fire by Susanna Callahan. I know that they had a movie adaptation of this with Chloe Grace Moretz, I believe, and I would love to read the book that inspired that movie. She wakes up alone in a hospital room, strapped to her bed, unable to move or speak, and has no memory of how she got there. The fact that this is a memoir is absolutely insane. I can't wait to read it. See, these are all books that I think are aligning more with my tastes now. A lot of my physical TBR books are books that I bought really early on in my reading journey and I just mass bought because I was trying to fill up the shelves. But there's so many on here that I know I'm not gonna read, so we need to get into the unhaul. But this one sounds so good. I also picked up A Year by the Sea by Joan Anderson. It says Thoughts of an Unfinished Woman, and that just caught my eye. It says it will remind you that life is an ever-changing shoreline. I also did find, though, 2 copies, so Amanda is getting one, of the Jessica Simpson memoir. What happened to Jessica Simpson? Like, I can't wait to find out. Sorry I have to keep bending down. I wish I should have set up the camera a better way. It's fine. See, this is one of the ones that Chris got for his mom by Mitch Albom, Las Cinco Personas. I'm actually not even going to try to pronounce these because he will make fun of me. Oh, we found a Spanish version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think his mom would love this. I found Amanda a copy of Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. She hasn't read it yet. It was devastating. I read it last year, so I'm gonna make her read it. I found The Mitford Murders by Jessica Fellows. I have seen this book a lot. I didn't know if I had a copy of One Italian Summer. I do have a copy of One Italian Summer, so I'm gonna have to donate this one. I found The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty. I haven't read anything by this author. Maybe this one could be the first one for me. Secret Life of Bees I got for Amanda because I have it. Actually, does she have this? I don't know if she has it. I'll give it to Amanda or Bailey, whoever doesn't have it. I also found a Jeff Vandermeer, Acceptance. I don't know which book this is in that trilogy. Oh, it's book 3. It says book 3. Oh, do I? No. No. Tell me I don't have this. It's my lucky day. I did not have it already, but this is book 2, Authority, and then I'll have book 3, Acceptance. I can't wait. I loved book 1. I actually am making my dad read it because I think he'll really enjoy it. This is actually so funny and random, but the SNL 50th anniversary or whatever it was just happened, and Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, I found both of their books at the sale. I think these were both in the humor section. I don't know if they're memoirs. I'm pretty sure they are. But I think it's hilarious at the back of this. They have a thriller sticker on it. I don't think it's going to be a thriller. Chris wanted Taxi Driver Wisdom, so we added that to the bag. This was actually an insane find. I was in the YA section and I found 12th Night by Alexine Farrell Fulmuth, I believe, and I was so confused because I picked it up and first of all I was like, I'm getting it because look at this cover, it's adorable. The bottom says best-selling author of the Atlas 6 and I was like, what do you mean? That's Olivia Blake. What do you mean? My cat is knocking over the camera. But it is indeed the same author. So I can't wait to read her YA book. It also has like a Game On sprayed edges. This was like my favorite find of the day, I think. Another really great find though was One of Our Kind by Nicola Yoon. I just recently read Blackout, and that was 6 different authors that came together and worked on that book. I loved it, and this is one of the authors. So I can't wait to read some more of her work. It also says signed first edition. I don't know if that's true. Like, that's insane. That's insane. I had to pick it up. I also found Leslie Effin Jones by Leslie Jones. I guess this is her memoir, and I'm so excited. I just love finding memoirs out in the wild. I don't know why, but I've grown to love them. I love learning about people's lives, and I love that most of the time, if you listen to the audiobook, it's them themselves narrating it. And it's just like a little sneak peek into a bunch of these celebrities' worlds. The last book in here is The History of Mexico City, and Chris wanted it. He's from Mexico City, so he got this for his mom. This is a good find too. It's just like a cool coffee table book. But yeah, that is everything that was in the bag. So let me count how many are actually mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 again. That brings my grand total to 44 books. 44 books that I've recently purchased and hauled. So 44 books we're about to unhaul right now. I put you guys down here with me. My camera's kind of in a weird spot because it's currently plugged in. It's dying, so bear with me. I don't really have a game plan. I'm kind of just gonna look through all of these, pull out ones that I just truly, deep in my bones, think I'm not gonna read. But 44 books is kind of a lot, so let's just see what I can take down first time. Ignore the dust particles that I'm sure are gonna be flying around. These are all of my like YA hardcover. There's a bunch though that I don't think I'm gonna read. I say I'm gonna read this one every year. Over the summer, this would be such a fun summer read though. Okay, you guys, first batch. I feel good about this. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I thought it was a little bit more than that. Only 16, but at least we're working our way towards our goal. An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. Guess what? Guess what? I own it. Guess what? I own it in hardcover, and I didn't know. So I don't need another copy. Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. This one breaks my heart because I love this cover, but apparently this guy's not the best. I don't know all the details, but I trust my book community, and they're telling me he's not the best. They're also saying that about Pierce Brown. I need to do my own research, because here's the thing with problematic authors. A lot of them are canceled for some serious reasons, like super serious, we should take it seriously and not promote them anymore type of reasons. And then some are like, they write about women in not a great way, which is a good reason to not want to read their books, but it's a huge range. Like, the range is crazy. I need to do my own research. But another reason why I don't need this book is because I have the first book. I think this is book 3. I don't need, and my first book is paperback. Even if I read this first book and love it and eventually want to read the other 2, I'm not gonna switch formats, so I don't need this one. This was one that I bought, I think, last year just because I love the cover as well, but like, I'm never gonna read this. I think it's in a series of like a whole bunch of mystery books, but like, I don't know anything about it. It's just sitting on my shelf. I know I'm not gonna read it. Like I said, Love on the Brain earlier, I think I unhauled this once before, and then I put it back on my shelf thinking that I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna give it a shot, and then I decided no, I'm not. So that one might not even count because I have unhauled that one before. I have Clockwork Prince because this is book 2 in Infernal Devices. It's the old cover. If I was going to read this series, it would be the new covers anyway. So I know that's being picky, but hey, it's getting me to get rid of a book, so I can't complain. The Night Circus, I said last year if I didn't read it by last year, I was gonna unhaul it. And I didn't read it, and I still don't want to. This one, I heard she's not the best either, and I do have the first book and it was gifted to me, so I am gonna keep that one. But this, I believe I found maybe last year, and it's book 3. So even if I read and love the first one, I would still need book 2 before I even got to this one, and it's just not gonna happen anytime soon. Brandon Sanderson, same thing. Same thing. And guess what? What's the trend? They're mostly men. They're mostly men that people are saying bad things about. Cool for the Summer is just one that I don't think I'm gonna read anymore. It does seem like a very cute YA read, but I don't think I'm gonna read it this summer. Chaos is Standing Still, I say I'm gonna read every winter. It never happens. So it's time to let that one go. Hope and Other Punchlines. I think I've just outgrown the age range for this one. I do still love YA, but I don't think that one will be up my alley. Dear Evan Hansen. I haven't even seen this play or a movie. Is it a movie or a play? I do think I would love this story, but I never want to pick it up. It's gonna be one of those things where I watch the adaptation and then I'm gonna wish that I read the book. I gotta unhaul it though. The Midnight Library, I'm not gonna read it. No, you know what? I might read it. I might put this one back because I have another Matt Haig book as well. And what if I love that one and I'm gonna be sad I got rid of that one? The Lifeboat Clique by Kathy Parks. I think I found this on a little free library, so I'm gonna put it back in the little free library. I just never read it. Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. Another YA that I think just would read a little too young for my liking right now. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. Also Needful Things by Stephen King. I tried. I'm not gonna read it. So that's 16. Let's see what else we could find. Guess what I just found? Guess what I just found? An unopened Aardvark book club subscription box. And just as I was thinking that this is getting really hard because I pretty much got rid of the ones that I first right away knew that I didn't want anymore, it's getting tough. And I've got a couple more books to haul. So this is just, this is great. This is gonna be great. Let's see what's in this. Can't tell you when this is from. November 2024. So these have just been sitting here. I don't even remember what's in here. I think they sent me this box. The Scholar in the Last Fairy Door? That does sound really good. What is that? All they needed to break the world was a door and someone to open it. Step into a mythic tale of secret scholarship, fairy curses, and the deadliest spell of all, the ones that friends cast on each other. That does sound good. Dang! See, this is a problem. All books sound good. Let's see. When the World Tips Over by Jandy Nelson. This is a cute cover as well. Oh, this sounds cute. It sounds like it's a group of, not a group, it's siblings. Their father disappeared, so I think that they've kind of raised themselves, and it says a girl shows up and changes everything. Here's the thing with new books too. It's almost like you have to give them a shot. You got to give them a chance on your shelves. Oh, okay, good. I have this one already. I have this. This is The Lightning Bottles by Marissa Stapley. Okay, so I can unhaul this one. No questions asked. Perfect. See, like this little piece of the haul wasn't even my fault because Aardvark reached out and sent these to me. So thank you so much, Aardvark. Go look them up, you guys. If you're not already subscribed, you know Amanda and I already have book subscriptions with them because we already love them. But I'll leave my referral code in the description. You can get your first book for $4, free shipping. But they always have really good picks. Good news is that only added 2 more, and I'm hitting a little bit of a wall, so it's not good. I picked out another one to unhaul. Beautiful Oblivion by Jamie McGuire. It's another book in the Beautiful Disaster series that I read years ago, but I don't think I'm not gonna read that one. This is what we're looking at now, and it's gonna be tough to get whatever books I want out of here, but I'm gonna have to stop being picky. I'm just gonna have to start being realistic because I got a lot of books I still need to take out. 28 more books. I might not be able to do this. Okay, we got a couple more. I have The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I got this from Better World Books, I believe, but it's such a banged up copy. Like, it's from the library, which is fine, but they've got like scratches on it. There's like paint. It's all kind of crazy messed up, which is fine, but I mean, I haven't picked it up yet, and if I do want to read this, I'd probably end up getting another copy anyway because I'm insane. So I'm thinking I'm gonna let go of this. This Lisa Jewell Watching You, I don't think I love the summary. Another Lisa Jewell, The Night She Disappeared. This is just a banged up copy I got at the thrift, which again, like, that's fine, but I haven't read it yet. So we have Again by E. Lockhart. I know a bunch of people hated We Were Liars. I was one of the few people that actually really enjoyed it. I don't know, it sounds good, but I'm not reading it. We're unhauling it. This I tried to read last year. I didn't love it. I didn't continue it, so I'm gonna unhaul it. John Green, Abundance of Catherines. I just don't know anything about this one. I don't know anything about this one, and I don't think I'm gonna pick up a John Green book right now. Kids of Appetite was like a book outlet order I got, which does sound good. Not good enough for me to keep though. I'm not even gonna give explanations at this point. White Elephant, I think I got this at like the free library thing or like the free bookstore, so I'm definitely gonna just redonate that one. How I End, How I Lived is something that's been on my shelf for years. Haven't read it yet, so I don't think I'm going to. I Know You Remember. Wait, I thought my copy was really messed up. It's not. I got 3 of these Natalie is crazy. Natalie D. Richards books, and they're just like mystery thrillers. I haven't heard anything about them, but she has like a whole line of mystery thrillers. I think I'm gonna keep one. Maybe, because I've had these for years. A tragic death turns their sanctuary into someplace sinister. Ghostly footprints, strange scratching sounds, scrawled messages on bulletin boards and walls. Mallory and Spencer don't know who or what is responsible, but one thing is for sure, they are not as alone or safe as they thought. Okay, paranormal I like. Piper Woods can't wait to graduate high school and leave everything behind, but when she finds a mysterious notebook filled with sins of her fellow students, Piper is suddenly drowning in their secrets, and she's not the only one who knows them. See, these sound good though. These are like juicy. She has everything she ever wanted except her memory. When Chloe falls asleep in study hall in the middle of May, she wakes up, snow is on the ground, she can't remember the last 6 months of her life. This sounds good. I'm gonna try to read this month, and I think if I don't like it, I'm unhauling both of them. I think 6 months later is the one I'm gonna keep. This one sounds the best. She wakes up with no memory. I love stories like that. So I'll keep that one. I'll unhaul the other 2. Gone Girl, if I haven't read it by now, I'm not gonna read it. And guess what? If I eventually want to read it, there's copies of this at literally every thrift I've ever been to. Barbarian's Touch, I found out that this was like book 7 in the series. I'm not opposed to reading this series, but I would want to start with the first one. So I'm gonna unhaul this one. It says special edition, but I don't know what's special about it. That's another decent sized stack. Let's see how many this was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, okay. So I only have 14 more to get rid of. This is where it's gonna get tricky. This is where it's gonna get hard for me personally. Okay, I finally found my last 16. Wait, 16? Didn't I only need 14? Oh my god, I only needed 14. I'm gonna take back 2 then. Or maybe I shouldn't. Let's see. I got Ready Player One. I'm just never gonna read it. I keep saying, oh, I want to read it before I watch the movie. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. This one helped me out because I've heard Lynn Painter did something bad. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to take it lightly. If an author is problematic, I don't want to support them. I don't remember what each author did though. I remember making a whole big list of ones that people were saying like, hey, we shouldn't be supporting them. Like, you know, let's like band together and not support them. Why was Lynn Painter on the list? I don't remember. Please, someone tell me. Should I be getting rid of this? I've heard it's like a really good book, but I honestly have no attachment to it yet, so I don't mind getting rid of it. Please, someone let me know. Lisa Gardner, When You See Me, I just don't think, I'm not, I did just get this book, but I picked it up because I didn't know what it was about, and it was very overwhelming at that place, but after reading it, it just seems like a general fiction. I just don't think, that doesn't need a, I don't need that right now. I am getting rid of Looking for Alaska because while I love the movie adaptation, or I'm sorry, the TV show adaptation, I could just watch the TV show. I know that's awful to say. The book is always better, truly. But I just don't think I'm gonna read it. Is that a spider on the, is that a spider? Wilder Girls, love the cover. Bought it for the cover. Does sound like a good book, but I'm moving on. I'm leveling up. The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher, I might look this one up. I might look up the reviews, and this one might be one that I pull back in because I haven't read anything by him yet, but his books do sound good. This Seven Realms series, I got really excited about at the very beginning of my reading journey. It was like one of my first book recommendations that I saw. So I do have book 1, Demon King. It was, I think, the first book I ever purchased in the first ever book haul we ever did, and I haven't read it yet. So I don't think I need these on my shelves. If I end up loving that, I'll just thrift them again. Gods and Monsters, Barnes & Noble used to do their half-off hardcover sale. I picked this up not knowing what it was. Now I know it's the 3rd book in this series. I do have Serpent and Dove, so I'll have that. I don't think I need this one. If I do, I'll just get it again. It's like, I don't want it. I don't want it here. Queen's Assassin, I'm getting rid of. Confessions About Colton, I keep hanging on to, but I never read, so I'm getting rid of it. Give the Dark My Love, I think Amanda unhauled this and I brought it home because it sounded good, but I haven't read it. And it looks like Disney, which is fine, but not the vibe. This Furyborn arc, I actually found thrifting, which you're not supposed to sell arcs, but I didn't know it was an ARC when I bought it, and they for sure didn't know it was an ARC when they were selling it, I guess. It was a library book sale, so I guess they didn't realize. But I actually know someone who is obsessed with this trilogy, and she was like waiting for me to read it. I tried reading it. I DNF'd it for the moment. I have the full series in hardcover though, so I have no use for this ARC, and I don't think I deserve an ARC if I haven't even finished reading it. Oh, look, my bookmark is still in here. I got to page 56, so I think I'm gonna send this to her just because I don't need an ARC, and I have the series in hardcover, so getting rid of that one. See All the Stars by Kit Frick. I read a book that I loved by Kit Frick, and then I read one that I really didn't like. And this one doesn't sound like one I'm super into, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. And I think, like I said, this is like the 7th book or something in the series, and I have book 1. So getting rid of that. I think I'm keeping this Tea Kingfisher. So that's good. I only pulled back 1. So let me just count everything again, make sure we have the grand total, because I might have lost count while we were doing this. 48 books. 48 books. So that might be a couple more than we even needed. But here is our final unhaul stacks. I'm so happy, you guys. I'm so happy. Did it even make a dent in the physical TBR shelf? No, of course not. And I haven't even put the books that I gained on this shelf yet, but that's okay. At least the number is not growing. It's gonna just stay the same. I've been averaging like a little over 10 books a month though, so solid. If we can keep that up this year, maybe I'll make a dent. What am I gonna do with all these books, you ask? Great question. I'm not sure yet. I will list some of the more expensive ones, or ones that I feel like I spent a lot of money on my Pango, just so if I can make back any money at all, I'll take it. I'll leave my Pango linked in the description. I have a bunch of listings up now. The listings that are currently up have been up for a while, so if those don't sell, I'm just gonna end up donating those to make room for these, because I still have to store all of the ones that are listed. Check out my Pango, please. I'll be running a sale. If any of them look interesting to you, I'll send you a bookmark and some stickers. For all the other ones though, I think I'm just gonna wait for Amanda to do an unhaul, and we can bring them to little free libraries around us, because the last time we restocked them, they actually had like more space. Like we could have brought more books to donate, so I'm gonna do that. I'm feeling really good about myself though, because guess what? We've gotten rid of the huge stack that was here. I was able to like put them amongst my other shelves after taking all of these off, so I'm so happy about that. Sorry this video was all over the place. I know it wasn't completely necessary to unhaul this amount, but I think that's what I'm gonna need to do to keep me sane this year. So any books I'm bringing in, I'm gonna be getting rid of the equivalent. If you're not already subscribed to the Loranda Reads channel, make sure to do that. We post very regularly. We also have a book club, so I'll leave the link to that in the description box, along with that Aardvark link, along with my Pango link, and all of my bookish social media accounts, so check that out. If you haven't already liked and subscribed over here, make sure to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Ow! Oh, oh my god. Oh my god, I just stubbed my toe on the bag of books. Kitty, you can't go in the attic. No, it's too cold. Kitty, come over here. You don't want to see the books I got? Come here. This one's self-explanatory, but that's another one. I'm unhauling this one, I think. I've heard this is like the most mid book that she has. No, no, oh my gosh, this is the wrong one. I meant this one. I thought I was holding this one. This I've already read, and it was fantastic. Oh my gosh, Ellie Hazelwood, I'm sorry. That's on the wrong shelf. I meant Love on the Brain. I heard was Ellie Hazelwood's worst one.